Life is pretty weird. I'm not going to go into some depth about um like family members and people close to me. But so things are going really really well for my kids right now. Like really really good news happened today and it's going to benefit us all very very substantially. Me today, I've been stressing about my property taxes on my vehicles that I thought I owed for a while. So I've been thinking, well, I'm probably gonna owe around anywhere from $500 to maybe even $1,200, like what they were saying, because I tried to go and get it done. So basically, what happened is I left Missouri in 2023, and I just came back a few months ago. And what happened is Michigan didn't take over my title, and they thought that like they were confused because it's been just a Missouri title when I turned it in, like did all the stuff, and they thought I was gonna have to pay property taxes for the last 2 years, even though I wasn't living here. So I've been expecting the worst. So it all worked out. I didn't have to pay any property taxes. I thought I might have to pay like a bunch of fees or whatever. Didn't have to pay nothing. Got really good news from my kids today. Like we're set up to possibly, like, if we work hard, do really well. Um, but what's the crazy thing is all this good news happened today. Like so much good news happened today. We were gonna go for a walk, and I was gonna show them this one place. So we got in my car and we are about to just drive there instead of walking there. It was kind of getting late and stuff like that, and someone was gonna go down soon. So we got in my car, it wouldn't start. I have had this problem, and it's crazy that happened. That like all this good news happened, then all of a sudden my car don't work. Um, thankfully my kid has a car. I'm gonna use his car. He doesn't have to go to work. He doesn't need to use it for the next couple of nights. So I'm gonna use it to go to work and back the next couple of days. So like I am thankful, even though I'm in a spot not knowing how much it's gonna cost to fix my car. Um, and it's like because I would have rather it happened here than at work, which is like 43 miles away. So it's kind of weird how things evened out. Like I didn't have to pay the property taxes, but like I'm gonna probably have to pay a huge bill on my car um, to get it fixed. It's just weird how it like happened in the same day. Which, like I said, I'm thankful that it happened here and not at work. I couldn't imagine after a 12-hour shift. Like I have videos on here of me in the morning, and my car won't start, and like I've already had to deal with that once. Like this is something else. Like I was excited I was gonna go pick up my kid, right? And like my plan was I had like the whole weekend off, so I planned this out. I had three nights off, so my plan was to work. It was a Thursday night or something like that, and then that Thursday morning, like the Friday morning, I got off of work. I had a flat tire. I've talked about this before, but it was just weird how that happened. Like it's just like. I mean, I got it taken care of. It took a little bit of time for me to get things done, and it turned out like because like my donut didn't have enough air. I aired up the tire enough to get to my mom's to change it to the donut, and I realized like the gun was overheated that I was using to air up the tire from basically 0 to like 33, and then trying to air up the donut from 14 to 60. I was having a big problem with that. So I ended up driving and getting, my tire taken care of. I was even going to buy a new tire just to get going and get on the road, get home so I can get some sleep, and then get ready to get on the road to go pick up my kid from Michigan. And it was just weird, and it didn't take too long, so it was just like a little bit of a delay. It's just weird how things happen like that. You know what I mean? Like just weird, wonky things with this simulation, this life. Like people have it way worse than me. So I'm not trying to like sit here and like, woe is me, complain or anything like that. Not at all. This is, it's like you feel like you're getting ahead or something. And I wonder if anyone can relate to this, and then something distracts you down. This is what I've said before. If I'm sitting here grinding 80 hours a week, I guarantee you something will happen to take all that money away. You know what I'm saying? So it just seems like I don't want to get into any type of, but someone close to me was like, you were born to struggle. So, and like, it's just old. I'm tired of getting back up, but like, I'm sure that, so from the position I'm in, I just want like stability. I think that's what security and stability, that your future is going to be okay. That's what I think that people just basically want. I think the majority of us don't care about. We'll be fine, not just being background people, just being people like whatever. But we want to know that we're going to be taken care of. We want to know that our hard work is going to go towards something. We want to know that when we get older, we'll be taken care of. When we go to work, our life is going to be better. Not drastically, but like our life is going to be improved. Like it's going to be better than not working. You know what I mean? And I think there's a lot of people in this society who feel like they work and they don't feel like their life is any better than when they went to work. And when you go into work and you get off of work, you should feel like your life is going to be better. I don't know. It's just like I said, I'm thankful that my car is broken here at my place. It sucks that I'm gonna have to get a tow truck and get it towed to a mechanic, and probably gonna have to pay thousands of dollars probably. But I'm thankful that I have the money aside that I can actually do that. Like there's people that don't have that because they can't. They have to spend all their money on these high grocery bills, on electricity, on high gas. Maybe they've had to go into debt to pay for things because things have gotten so absurd, with the prices increase and our wages not really our wages being stagnant for like 30 years. Yeah, they've gone up, but so has the prices for everything. So like the whole, when people say like I made like $3.15 when I was in 1982 or something like that. Well, it's like, how much was a gallon of gas back then? How much was a loaf of bread? How much was a thing of milk? Like how much was, if you go grocery shopping, how much was a cart of groceries? I mean, back then it was probably what, 50 to $100, like a full cart of groceries, probably like 75 to $100, but maybe even less. But now, you got to spend like $300 to get a full, like 250, like over 200. If you want to get a full cart of groceries, you're going to be spending a good chunk of change. So like that's why people are just so stressed out nowadays, and it just seems like what it feels like is, it feels like like I said, I'm not complaining. I have a ride to work tomorrow, and I have a ride to work the next day. And I'm thankful that my car, but it just feels like it was intentional. Like today was such a good day. Like I had such good news come to me today. I had so much anxiety about my property taxes and getting my car registered here. Like I've had this for months, and I finally got it taken care of today. and I got really good news with my sons, and then like my car don't work. It just felt like you can have a good day, but not too good of a day. Like I felt like today was a really good day. Even though my car is broken, I'm worried about that. But I still feel like it was a good day for the news that happened. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of weird. Like it just feels like it feels like artificial. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like the nail on my tire when I had to go to take that long road trip to go pick up my kid like 800 miles away from me and have to make the trip back by myself. He couldn't drive. I had to do it all by myself to get off of work, and have my flat tire. It was just like, it just felt like that. Out of all the times it happens now, you know what I mean? Like nothing's happening. It happens now. It just felt like it didn't feel random. It felt intentional. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm ready to like thrive, build, and I hope that I can help other people, one day in the future. That's what I hope. I hope I can help other people's lives. Unlike, like if I was one of these rich billionaires, I would want to be like helping people. I wouldn't want to just like be hoarding my wealth. I would want to do things to help society. I wouldn't want to just like give money away and it's like no like a welfare thing, like a one-time thing, and it's just like, but I would want to like help teach people to fish, not give you the fish, like teach you the fish so you can do it yourself. And help where I can help. You know what I mean? I've always felt like I haven't had the resources to like donate or help out like I wanted to. You get help. Hey, do you want to donate to this? Do you want to donate to that? Like, yeah, I would like to, but I don't feel like I have the money. And like I said, I did some research, and for somebody my age, average, they have 100,000 more dollars in resources and assets than I do. Like I'm really far behind for somebody my age. For the average person my age. So yeah, it's just kind of like it's just annoying. Like my car don't work now. I got to worry about that car. It's got under 100,000 miles, and it's like, dude, this is why I don't want to, like, my car's not a junker. But this is why I like newer cars. I don't like used cars because I don't like breaking down. I like want to go in there and it start up and me not have to worry about it. I don't like to have to worry about maintenance or anything like that. I just want a car to come and pick me up and take me where I need to go. Like, honestly, I don't even want to drive anymore. I'm ready for the robots to take my car. Like, seriously. I don't want to do, I want to be like, I can work somewhere that's like 2 hours away. Send a car to come pick me up, and then I can just like sleep. I can do things other than sit there, and I don't understand how this is freedom. I'm sitting here staring at a road. Like, driving is, when you're doing a road trip and you're going somewhere and you're with friends or family and you're excited for the destination, like, that's cool. You stop, like, you see something on the way, you're like, oh man, that's a cool thing. I didn't even know about this museum. Let's check it out. Like, that stuff's cool. Like, you're not worried about time, and you're just enjoying the experience. Now that's cool. Moving, going to pick up my kid, stuff like that. That shit sucks. Driving in the town like that, like driving in my town isn't too bad, but driving in cities and shit, man, that is, it's annoying as hell. It's super busy. People don't know people can't drive that well. And, like I said, I'm ready for robots to just take that from us. I don't feel like having a car is freedom like people think. It's just a different mindset. People just have a different mindset than I do. Like, my freedom is being able to do what I want. Like, me, yes, I want to be able to be like autonomous and like be able to go here and there, be more mobile. Well, I don't feel like that either, because I don't, for the longest time, I don't feel like I can even go anywhere because like stuff costs too much. So like, even though I have a car, I still like can't feel like I can do what I really want to do. I'm just pretty much making sure I have enough. It's not like I'm getting paid a bunch of extra money, man. Like when I hear people saying like, you only make that much, like $40,000. That's how much I make. $40,000 is poverty. Like, you gotta make 60,000. Like, and from where I'm at, it's actually pretty good pay, like where I'm at. So it just really just depends on where you live. But I feel better off here than I did in Michigan. I think that the standard of living is so much easier, than like I was paying, what I'm paying here, what I was paying for a 1-bedroom apartment in Washington State, what that was like in 2019, $1,200. You know what I mean? I know the inflation and all that stuff like that, but that same apartment is probably like $1,800 now. But the whole point is, there was a place that I was gonna move in Michigan. It was like I think I could have got a 3-bedroom, but it was more expensive than this, and it wasn't even a house. It was just like a townhouse. And that's what I'm saying. Like, things are a little bit cheaper here. So, and I feel like there's more jobs here. I feel like there's more opportunity here. So, I don't want people from like other states to come here and try to ruin our standard of living, like the way we're doing things. I think that like politically and stuff like that, like I don't want a bunch of anti-gun people moving here. Just stay where you're at. If you don't like where you're at, you voted for that. Like, unless you're gonna come here and you're gonna be more aligned with the people here, don't come here, because we don't want you here. You don't want me there. You don't want me to move to your blue city or your blue state. You don't want us to. So like, we don't want you. Just stay where you're at. Keep voting and dealing with the crap that comes with that, because that's what you wanted. But yeah, it just feels weird. It feels like, am I at the end stage of the simulation? Was the simulation supposed to end with Trump, like almost being shot? And he's been like, I haven't been on Twitter because I've been banned for the last week. So I've like, well, if I can't comment, I really don't care. I want to be able to say something. I just don't want to read stuff. I really don't care. So I want to be able to interact. But apparently he's been threatening Russia with nuclear war. So it's like, okay, if we're gonna do it, then do it. Like, quit being fucking pussies, man. Like, if you guys really want to just destroy everything, then just fucking do it. All right, like I think that I speak for a lot of people, and it's like, shit or get off the fucking pot. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to hear about this shit no more. We don't want to hear anymore. We don't want to live in fear of fucking nuclear annihilation no more. If that's what you want to do, just take me out. Like, I want to be taken out. Like, I don't want to try to survive that shit. We're tired of that shit. We're tired of hearing about war. We're tired of all that bullshit. Like, we just want to be able to live our lives and enjoy experiences in this life as best as we possibly can, and try to contribute. Like, you know, we don't want to be like lazy bums and shit. Like, we want to contribute and help society, and yeah, we're not gonna we're pretty much like background characters, you know what I mean, or NPCs or whatever. We don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. We're not the main characters of this world, but we like to, enjoy our life as much as possible, and that's how callous I am nowadays. Where I'm sitting here saying, I don't care, just go to then do it. Go do it. You guys want to keep fucking talking shit about nuclear annihilation? Then just fucking do it, you fucking pussies. I don't want them to do that, but like shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and come together and and come to an agreement where everyone decommissions their nuclear weapons. How about that, you fucking pussies? Because we're tired of this shit, man. We're tired of it. The people back in the day, they lived like the boomers. They lived through like the whole nuclear scare. Like, we're not gonna fucking keep doing this shit. You're not gonna keep fucking scaring us. Like, if the aliens want to come down and annihilate us, then fucking do it already. Like we're just. I just think that people were at a point where it's like they feel like there's no hope, and it's not like that people like are suicidal or anything like that. Like, but they like, maybe, just everything being done, like just our lives being done in a flash is probably the best thing, you know what I mean? And just, hey, I'm not saying everybody, but I think that a lot of people who are struggling, who feel like they're on a treadmill and there's no carrot, it's pretty much you're on a treadmill running as fast as you can, and if you stop or slow down at all, you're gonna fall into a pit of spikes. That's where we're at, and nobody wants to be fucking homeless, man. Like, we're out here working. We don't want to be fucking homeless. There is complete price gouging going on with these companies, these corporations. When you're a corporation and you don't care about your customers, you don't care if you have customers, like you say, fuck you to your customers, basically. Or you're a corrupt government and you keep on knowing that you're devaluing the dollar and taxing us. Like, quit taxing us, man. Like, if you guys are just going to keep printing out the money, then quit taxing us. Like, seriously, like, go ahead and hyperinflate the currency. Just like, we're fucking tired, man. We're really fucking tired. I don't think that anyone who is a sane person or someone out here contributing to society, much like myself, wants a Mad Max scenario. We don't want that, but we want something better, man. Like we want a civilized society that we can feel safe in, that we can feel like we can go anywhere we want on in America, and not have to feel like you're gonna get shot because you're in the wrong neighborhood, or your kid goes to school and is gonna get like killed because of a mass shooting because some deranged lunatic, or if you're a CEO, you don't want to feel like you go to work and that's your last day because somebody feels like they have nothing left to lose and capitalism's taking away everything from them. And if they felt like they've done everything right, it's like they haven't been perfect, but they've done a lot of right things that they should feel like they shouldn't be in the position where they're at. But everything is so fucking hard nowadays. There's seriously, there's no room for fucking failure. There's no room for major mistakes in your life. I made a couple major mistakes in my life. You cannot do that nowadays. I put a $5,000 ring on somebody who didn't deserve it. And that was almost like 15, that was a little under 15 years ago. And if you do that now, that $5,000 ring probably costs like $10,000. um, you're gonna set yourself back like maybe a decade trying to pay that crap back. So um, it's a pretty wild position when we're in, and it kind of feels is like we were supposed to be collapsed by now. What it feels like, and I don't know, this is conspiracy theory. What it feels like is our overlords, our enemies, who we don't really even know who the hell that they are. We're the conspiracy theory people, the elites, whatever. This like we call them the elites, the Rothschilds and such. The people behind the scenes who are like the puppet masters. What it feels like is they wanted America destroyed by now, and their plan didn't go through, and we're just holding on to the remnants of once was, and hopefully like things will get better. Like what it feels like, Hillary should have won, and their plan would have like escalated very rapidly, whatever that was, to make America communist, to make every a new world order where they just they have complete control of everything. There's no more, like, the Constitution's gone, everything's gone. We're not in that position right now, and we probably should have lost, and we didn't. Trump was a big, huge, the Trump movement. I'm not going to say him, the man. I'm going to say the movement of America for the people. And that was what I was about. It wasn't necessarily Trump. I like some of the stuff he says. I thought he's a cool dude. I didn't like I didn't like the way he lived, the lavish lifestyle or whatever, living like a god or something. But like I get it. That's what those people do in that position. I respect more like people like Elon who are one of the haves, but he doesn't live like that, because it really doesn't do much. You know what I mean? Like, you can only sit here and boast about stuff for so long, and people are going to be impressed. Like, people are just, at some point they'll be like, okay, cool, man. Like, it's just like, what are you gonna do here's my extra bowl, like, whatever, man. So it was about restoring the government back towards the people. And from what I've seen so far, like, Doge is gone, basically. I haven't heard anything about Doge. And it seems like we're still giving money to other countries. Like, I don't want any taxes taken from me at all. Like, as long as we're giving money to other countries, I don't care. Like, I don't want to be taxed at all. Other countries that are like really well, like really, like, people are starving and stuff like that, we can set up GoFundMes and stuff like that. We don't need the government to get involved in that. We can set up private stuff to get these people fed. The government is so inefficient. Like, they're slow, lethargic. They don't pivot well. They usually screw things up. They honestly, like, kind of make things worse in some aspects. So, yeah, like, as long as you're gonna, you Zionists, you want to keep sending my money to Israel, I don't want to pay no more. You know what I mean? It's like, just print it out then. Hyperinflate the currency. It's what you're doing anyway. You're kind of like just doing a half-ass. You're not balancing the budget. None of you are, Republican or Democrat. Like, you both can go fuck yourselves. So I think that I speak for a lot of Americans when I say Republicans and Democrats, you guys can go both fuck yourselves.